you've been told if root 14 all over root 7 minus root 2 minus root 14 over root 7 plus root 2 is equals to A root 7 plus B root 2. Find the values of A and B, where A and B are rational numbers here. Root 14 all over root 7 minus root 2 minus root 14 all over root 7 plus root 2 is equals to A root 7 plus root 14. What you are going to do, you are going to get the LCM of this part. I come here and write root 14 all over root 7 minus root 2 minus root 14 all over root 7 plus root 2. We get the LCM, and the LCM is supposed to be the whole of this, root 7 minus root 2 plus root 7, times root 7 plus root 2. Like this, root 7 minus root 2, close the bracket, open the bracket, times root 7 plus root 2. That is, this is the LCM of the two. Once you take the whole of this, you divide by root 7 minus root 2. This and this will cancel out, which means you'll be left with this, root 7 plus root 2 multiplied by root 14. And you're supposed to get root 14, open the bracket, times root 7 plus root 2. Close the bracket, minus, the whole of this will divide by this, plus and plus will go, and you'll be left with root 7 minus root 2 multiplied by root 14. We say root 14, open the bracket, root 7 minus root 2. Open the brackets here and say root 14 root 7 is supposed to be root 14 times 7, it's root 98, minus root 14 root 2, root 28, minus root 14 root 7 minus root 98. Negative and negative, it's plus root 14 root 2 root 28. Then we have root 98 minus root 98. That one will cancel out to 0. Then here we had the plus. Also here we had plus root 28 plus root 28 is supposed to be 2 root 28. But 28 is the same as 7 times 4, which means we can say it's the same as root 28 is equals to root 7 times root 4. Root 4 is the same as what? Square root of 4 it's 2. So we are going to have 2 root of 7. So this is the same as 2, open the bracket, 2 root 7, and once we open the bracket, you are going to have 4 root 7. And this is our numerator. We proceed to our denominator. We are going to open the brackets in these two. Root 7, you multiply by the whole of this, root 7 plus root 2. Then after that, minus root 2, you multiply by the same. Root 7, open the bracket, root 7 plus root 2, close the bracket, minus root 2, root 7 plus root 2. Root 7, it's 7 plus root 7 root 2 root 14 minus root 2 root 7 is supposed to be negative root 14. Negative na positive ni negative. Root 2 it's root 4, but square root of 4 it's 2. Here we are going to have root 14 minus root 14. This one is supposed to cancel out to 0. 7 minus 2 is 5. And this will be our denominator. And therefore you are going to have 2 root 7 all over 5. Now you are going to say that this is equals to equate with this is equals to A root 7 plus B root 2. And since here I can see root 7 and root 7, So 2 root 7 over 5 will go with a root 7. Like this, 2 over 5 root 7 is equals to a root 7. Since root 7 is common to your left and right hand side, you can say by root 7 1 by root 7 1. And our a will be 2 all over 5. Since we don't have root 2 on this side, it means you can equate b root 2 with 0 because we don't have root 2 on our left hand side. Say 0 is equals to b root 2. You can divide by root 2, you divide by root 2. And our b is equals to 0. Our answers, a it's root 5 and b it's 0. Those are the answers. That's how you're supposed to do that. Next, you can proceed to, you've been told that make v subject of the formula. You are given t is equals to a half m u squared minus v squared. You are supposed to make what here? V subject of the formula. What you are going to do, we are going to open the brackets and have t is equals to a half mu squared minus a half mv squared. Then you can multiply throughout by the LCM 2 and 2 by 2 by 2 and by 2 by 2 1 by 2 1 by 2 1 by 2 1. 2t is equals to mu squared minus mv squared, like that. And since we want to make a v subject of the formula, we can take mu, because mu doesn't have a v, from our right to left, so that on our right we'll be left with the values with v. And we are going to do it like this: 2t mu on the other side minus mu squared is equals to negative mv squared, like that. And since we want a v alone, first of all you can divide with negative m. The whole of this we divide by negative m. Negative, negative, positive, m1. V squared is equals to 2t all over negative m minus mu squared all over negative m, like that. And here we are going to have m is equals to positive, we divide by negative, it's negative 2t all over m, negative na negative ni plus, m cancel out with m to 1, and you are going to be left with u squared, since m and m is supposed to cancel out to give you 1. And this is v squared. Since we want v alone, we don't want v squared, we want v. We can say that v is equals to plus or minus. Yeah, you are supposed to give your answer in terms of plus and minus. Square root of, we can start with positive u squared minus 2t all over m. Yeah, that is the correct answer for that part. We can proceed to the next. Allow me to rub this. Allow me to rub this. You've been told simplify completely 3x squared minus 1 all over x squared minus 1 minus 2x plus 1 all over x plus 1. Correct. 3x squared minus 1. First of all, we can check whether we have values that we can cancel out or simplify completely. This x squared minus 1 is given by 1, or yeah, you can say by x minus 1 and x plus 1. Yeah, once you expand x minus 1 to bracket, open the bracket, x plus 1 is supposed to give you x squared minus 1, like that. Then you can come here and say 3x squared minus 1 all over x minus 1 x plus 1, and this is the same as this, minus 2x plus 1 all over x plus 1. LCM was what? First of all, you are going to get the LCM of this and this. We can come here and say x minus 1, x plus 1, and x plus 1. We get the LCM. Common, I can see x plus 1 because of 1, and here x minus 1. X minus 1, 1. Yeah, so the LCM is supposed to be x plus 1, x minus 1. The whole of this, you divide by this, it will cancel out by 1. So 3x squared minus 1 will be 3x squared minus 1 into bracket multiplied by the 1. But by 1 is supposed to remain the same. We have picked the whole of this, you divide by this. Since they look the same, they will cancel out to give you 1. Then 1 times 3x squared minus 1 is supposed to give you this. Minus the whole of this, you divide by x plus 1. X plus 1 and x plus 1 you cancel out, you'll be left with x minus 1. You can say we are going to have two brackets, x minus 1, then 2x plus 1. Yeah, and you can expand this separately. You can come here and say x, open the bracket, 2x plus 1, then minus 1, 2x plus 1. We are going to have, once we expand, 2x squared, 2x times x is 2x squared plus x minus 2x, negative, positive, negative 1. Then like terms, 2x squared plus x minus 2x is supposed to be negative x, then minus 1. Then you can come here and say 3x squared minus 1, negative, open the bracket, put this into bracket, 2x squared minus x minus 1 all over x plus 1, x minus 1. 3x squared minus 1 minus 2x squared, negative, negative plus, negative, negative plus, yeah, plus x, negative and negative, another plus, then 1 all over x plus 1, x minus 1. Again, like terms, this and this will cancel out, negative 1 plus 1 will cancel out to give you 0. 3x squared minus 2x squared is supposed to be x. Then you are going to have, yeah, it's supposed to be x squared. Yeah, 3x squared minus 2x squared is x squared. Then we have plus x all over x plus 1. Close the bracket, close, open the bracket, x minus 1. We can factorize our numerator, x squared and x. We can get the GCD of the two. X is common, so you can take x outside the bracket. X squared divided by x, it's x, plus x divided by x is 1. So that once you open the bracket, it will remain the way it was, x squared plus x. Then over x plus 1, open the bracket, x minus 1. Yeah, we can factorize. I can see x plus 1 on our numerator and x plus 1 on our denominator. We can say by 1, 1, by 1, 1. And your correct answer will be x all over x minus 1. Yeah, that is your answer. Proceed to the next. Now we'll have this part. You've been told find values of x. You are given 49, x plus 1 plus 7 is equal to x is equals to 350. Here we are following the law of indices. Where we have plus, we are supposed to put prime. Where you have division or minus, you are supposed to divide. What you are going to do, first of all, 49 can be expressed to base 7. Yeah, to base 7, and 49 is the same as 7 squared. Where you have 49, you are going to substitute with 7 raised power 2. 7 raised power 2. You open the bracket. You open the bracket. 7 raised power 2. 7 raised power 2, open the bracket, x plus 1 plus 7 raised to power 2x is equals to 350. Equal to 10. And according to the law of indices, we have plus, we are supposed to is the same as this is the same as 7 is dot 6 part 2 dot mathematics means times multiplication. Then plus 7 is part 2 is equals to again 50. 7 is part 2, and here we have 7 is part 2 x. Those are common. You can see let m be this of 7 7 is part 2 m equals to 3 then 50. 7 squared is 49 times m 49 plus m is 350. 9 plus m is 50 is equals to 350. You can divide log by 50 by 50. And our m will be 7. Since we have seen the value of m is 7, this is not the answer. You are supposed to come back here. M 7, but here we have said that let m be 7 raised to power 2x. So we have m, let's replace with 7 and say 7 is equals to 7 raised to power 2. But 7 is the same as 7 raised to power 1. 7 raised to power 1 and 7 means the same thing. So here we can say power 1. 7 power 1, so that after that bases will be the same. You drop the base, equate the powers, or you work out the powers, and you're going to have 1 is equals to 2x. You can divide by 2 by 2. X is equals to a half, and this is the correct answer for that part. So you're supposed to do that. Yeah, next we can have, allow me to have this part. We do another, we are revising the curve y. You have been told that the curve y is equals to ax cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 has the gradient, has the gradient g. We say g represents gradient of 7 when x is equals to 1. Find the value of a. Yeah, correct. Why? This is the equation that you are given. Gradient is 7 when x is 1. If this is a gradient, you are supposed to differentiate this equation. You differentiate with respect to x. And to differentiate, you are going to say dy, or change in y, all over dx is equals to 3 times 1. Here it's like we have 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Ax, then 3 minus 1 is 2. Minus 3 times 2 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1 there. Minus, here it's like we have 1 times 2, it's 2. Then x is power 1 minus 1 is 0. So it will remain like that. This is the gradient. This is the equation of the gradient. But you'll be told that if this is a gradient, gradient is 7. You are supposed to equate this equation with 7 like that. Now we are going to come and say that 7 is equals to 3ax squared minus 6x minus 2. But you'll be told the gradient is 7 when x is 1. Where we have x, you are going to replace with 1. You substitute with 1 and say that 7 is equals to 3a times 1 squared is 1 minus 6 times 1 is 6 minus 2. 7 is equals to 3a minus 6 minus 2. 7 is equals to 3a minus 6 minus 2. Negative 6, negative 2, it's negative 8. Like terms, 7 plus 8. From negative 8 to the other side, to change the sign from negative 8 to positive 8 is equals to 3a. 15 is equals to 3a, and our a is 5. Yeah, that is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. We proceed to next. The next one. You've been told solve 2x minus y is equals to 3, x squared minus xy is equals to negative 4. And these are simultaneous equations. They want you to get the value of x and y. In equation 1, it's easier to make negative y or y subject of x and replace it in or substitute in equation 2. Yeah. Since we have two values of unknowns, you cannot proceed unless you make one subject of the other, then you substitute to get one, then after that, yeah, like this. For this equation 1, we start with the negative 1, this negative 1, then we are going to take our positive 2x to the other side, is equals to 3 minus 2x. Then after that, you can divide by negative, and by negative. Y will be positive 3 divided by negative, it's negative 3. Negative na negative, positive 2x. This is what you are going to replace in equation 2 where we have y. And you are going to have x squared minus x, negative 3 plus 2x is equals to negative 4. Open the bracket, x squared, negative x, negative 3, it's positive 3x. Negative, positive, negative, then 2x squared is equals to negative 4. Like terms, x squared minus 2x squared is negative x, plus 3x plus 4 is 0. This negative 4, I've taken from our right to left. The sign will change from negative 4 to positive 4. Divide by, this is squared. Divide by negative, by negative, by negative. And x squared minus 3x minus 4 is 0. Yeah. The first and the last, 1 times 4 is 4. We want the factors of 4 that will give you negative 3. They are supposed to be negative 4 plus 1. Yeah, negative 4 plus 1 is supposed to give you negative 4. And we are going to have x squared minus 4x plus x minus 4 is 0. X squared minus 4x. GCD, I can see it's x. X is common. You take x outside the bracket. X squared divided by x is x. Minus 4x divided by x, 4. Plus 1. Then x divided by 1 is x. Negative there. 4 divided by 1 is 4. Is equals to 0. What is outside the bracket? You are supposed to put it in a single bracket. X plus 1. Then two brackets are similar. You are going to just pick one. X minus 4, it's 0. Each bracket you equate with 0. X plus 1, it's 0. And x will be negative 1. The other one, x minus 4 is 0. X will be 4. Yeah, we are going to have two values of x. Therefore, we are going to come here and say that when x is equals to negative 1, you come here, y is equals to negative 3 plus 2 times negative 1, and this will be negative 3, negative 2. 2 times negative 1, it's negative 2. It's supposed to be negative 5. Writing them in terms of coordinates, we start with x, negative 1, negative 5. Yeah, when x is negative 1, y will be negative 5. When x is 4, come here and say y is equals to, we are substituting this, negative 3 plus 2 times 4. Y is equals to negative 3 plus 8, and this is 5. In terms of coordinates, 4, 5. Yeah, and those are the correct answers. Thank you for now. Thank you for now, my good learners.